Healthcare is going through this huge transformation right now. It's kind of like a quiet revolution, and it's all being powered by data and artificial intelligence. We're right at this incredible intersection of medicine and machine learning. So what does that actually mean? Let's dive in and see what's really driving this amazing shift.
And look, this isn't just some far-off, hypothetical question. The tools that are going to fundamentally change how we take care of patients, they're already here. So the real question is, what does that change actually look like? Let's go explore this new frontier.
We really are stepping into a whole new territory. The way we've thought about healthcare for, decades, it's being completely turned on its head. And the engine behind this whole revolution in patient care? It's AI. This slide really gets to the heart of the change. See, traditional care has always been reactive. It's like waiting for a problem to happen and then trying to fix it. Think about treating a heart attack after it's already occurred. But AI-powered care, it's predictive. It's about analyzing all the data to spot the risks and step in before anything bad happens. It's about preventing the heart attack in the first place. The big idea is right here in this quote. When we apply machine learning to these massive troves of healthcare data, we can finally move into predictive analytics and truly personalized medicine. So instead of these one-size-fits-all treatments, AI helps us tailor decisions to a single person's unique biology and lifestyle, and that makes care so much more effective. Okay, so who are the people who are actually going to lead this charge? It's not just about being a doctor, and it's not just about being a coder. It's about being able to bridge that gap between those two worlds. So let's take a look at who's perfectly positioned to make a huge impact here. The absolute key is building a bridge. We need healthcare pros who really get the clinical problems, and we need data scientists who can build the tech to solve them. Just imagine when a biomedical engineer who understands the human body works with an ML engineer who understands algorithms. That's where the real magic happens. So, what do you need to jump in? Well, you'll want a bit of foundational knowledge under your belt. A little bit of statistics, some math, some basic programming. Python is a fantastic one to know, and just a general idea of what machine learning is all about. That's the perfect launchpad for this journey. All right, mastering this field isn't something that just happens by accident. There's a really clear, logical path that takes you from the absolute fundamentals all the way to using the most cutting-edge techniques. Let's walk through that journey, step by step.
This whole learning path is designed to build on itself. You start with the foundations, the unique rules, the data, the ethics of healthcare. From there, you move into the core machine learning models that can actually find patterns in all that data. And finally, you get to the most advanced stuff, the technologies that are right on the verge of changing everything.
Everything, and I mean everything, starts with a solid foundation. Before you can even think about building predictive models, you have to understand the world of healthcare data. You've got privacy concerns, strict regulations. This foundational knowledge is absolutely critical. You can't skip this step. Then, in the second course, you get to start mastering the tools. This is where you really get your hands dirty. You'll be working with supervised and unsupervised learning algorithms to make predictions and spot patterns. You'll even get to design and train your own neural networks for really complex medical analysis. And the final step is where things get really exciting. This is where you explore the absolute cutting edge. We're talking about things like natural language processing, which can analyze a doctor's complicated notes in an instant, or generative AI that can summarize a patient's entire history automatically. And of course, computer vision, training an AI to see things in medical scans that the human eye might actually miss.
Okay, look, learning the theory is one thing, but actually applying it, that's the real game changer. So this next part is all about how you'll go from just knowing the concepts to doing the work, forging your own tools with real-world data.
So this is your training ground. This is where you get to work with real but anonymized healthcare data sets. Just imagine a final project where you build a model that can predict if a patient is likely to be readmitted to the hospital, or using a simulated lab to test an algorithm that can diagnose skin cancer from pictures. That's how you build real, tangible skills. And let's be super clear about how these skills translate into real impact. You're not just learning supervised learning for fun. You're mastering it so you can predict patient outcomes. You're building neural networks so you can create AI diagnostic tools that see more than we can. And you're using generative AI to automate boring clinical reports, which frees up a doctor's most precious resource, their time.
So where does all this lead? What's the big payoff at the end of this journey? Let's talk about your future in health tech and the kind of transformation that comes with it.
And you know what's kind of mind-blowing? How quickly you can gain these skills. This entire journey from the basics all the way to advanced AI is estimated to take somewhere between 16 and 19 hours. That is a seriously focused way to get some of the most in-demand skills in the world right now.
A path like this opens up doors to some of the most important roles in modern medicine. You could become a clinical data scientist working inside a hospital to predict disease outbreaks. Or maybe a healthcare AI engineer building the software that makes smart medical devices work. These are the jobs that are literally defining what healthcare will look like tomorrow.
But at the end of the day, it's not even about the job title, is it? It's about the impact you can have. It's about improving patient outcomes, making healthcare more affordable, and streamlining the processes that can literally save lives. That's the real bottom line.
So, the story of what's next for healthcare. It's being written right now. It's being written in code, in data, and in brilliant new ideas. The only question left is, are you ready to help write it?